I know the price of gas is a little bit high, but do you remember a few years ago when the price of gas was like really, really, really high? And not only were you buying gas to go to work, but you're going to work so you could buy gas. And it just kind of became this vicious cycle where nobody was breaking even. In fact, you were more or less losing everything. In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6, Solomon talks about a vicious cycle. In fact, in verse 7, he says, all a man's labor is for his mouth. It's literally his mouth in most translations, but it could also be all a man's labor is for his stomach. And then the next part of the verse says, yet the appetite is never satisfied. You see, he's saying here's a man who works so he can eat, but he also eats so he can work. And he's just got this cycle going on of working to eating to eating to working and back and forth like that and around he goes. But he's never satisfied. Why? Why is he never satisfied? Because he is not working for God. He's not working for something greater than his appetite. He's not working for something greater than himself. It's all about me. And so he just gets locked into this cycle. And because God is not about it, because there's nothing spiritual or holy about it, then he becomes hopelessly tumbling along and never satisfied. Working, seeing the benefits of some of the things that he's working for, being able to eat, but he's never satisfied. And then Solomon will ask a couple of questions in verse 8 by saying, what advantage then does the wise man have over the fool? What or who knows how to conduct himself before others? And what advantage is there for the poor person who knows how to do that? And really the answer to that is both questions is none. There's no advantage. And so he closes out this little section in the next verse by saying, better what the eyes see than wandering desire. This also is vanity and vexation of the spirit, or futility and chasing after the wind. You see, instead of getting caught up in this cycle where everything that we do is for self and for me, and it's all with selfish motivation and selfish purposes, we need to be satisfied with what our eyes see. What did he say? Better what the eyes see than wandering desire. We should be happy with what little we have, and sometimes it is little, but we should be happy and content sometimes with what little we have than dreaming about great big things that we don't have and letting our dream become a nightmare. Because then it's vanity, futility, and chasing after the wind. Be satisfied, be content.